This box says Primal, The Awakening, and I'm going to pop it open with a trusty knife, and you get to look at the content, because I figured that could be interesting for some people. So I got the full Kickstarter pledge, I think. I think I even got some of the cosmetics and stuff. I'm not exactly sure anymore, it's been a while. But I'm very excited about this, mostly because it has fantastic miniatures and not that many of them, which means that you could probably finish painting this without it taking several years of your life. Like the Tanaris adventure, which is still in transit, but is going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miniatures. This is not, so that's good. Ooh. Okay, so art is apparently a thing. Holy crap, this guy's pretty dope. I approve of this. I'll put that to the side for now. We'll get back to them. There is a tome of creatures. That's nice. More. It's very reasonably packaged. I know that's important to some people. So everything's stored well. We're gonna have a look at all of the stuff that's coming out of the bag. Let's see. Ooh. Now, when I said there were few miniatures, I didn't mean there were few miniatures, because there's still a lot of miniatures. But it's not... Yeah, I'm a bit surprised at how many things there are in here, to be honest. But I clearly don't remember how much I pledged for this. Let's see. Whoop, there we go. So, there's quite a substantial haul here. Sorry about the glare, by the way. There's a window. I can't do very much about the sun. It lives there. So let's have a look at what we have here, shall we? So this is obviously the base game, Primal, The Awakening. It comes with a tome of creatures, which I'm guessing is an art book. I'm gonna pop that open real quick. Have a gander before we go into any of the boxes. Let's see. Tome of Creatures. Well, yes. So this is a lore and creature showcase. This is for me, as I'm not sure how much of this game I'll be playing, but I'm certainly going to paint it. This is my reference manual for painting the models. So that's lovely. Now we're going to pop open the actual box. It has, yeah, I mean, it looks fairly terrifying, which is good, because it's about monsters. So I saw a Monster Hunter World game on Kickstarter, which looked decent enough. Not going to complain about that, but it did have a far smaller range of models, and the price was a lot higher because it uses the Monster Hunter World license, which I'm guessing cost an arm and a leg. Oh, this is an empty box, so that's novel. This only has sleeves for things. Did not expect that. I was thinking there was going to be a thing in here. No, this was empty. That's what I get for not reading the updates, I suppose. Okie dokie. So that means that there is no base game here. That's still in the mail somewhere. So these are all add-ons. Fancy. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not opposed to that. Let's pop open the Venom expansion, even though I have nothing to expand yet. That's okay. I'll take some Venom. So here, let's see if we can capture the light. Here we go. Yeah. So there's a Venom expansion. Campaign book. These are the contents of our bag. These are, notes of the... Oh, jeebus. Okay, so there's... Yeah, okay, cool, fine. That seems very scary. And the serpent is immortal. It eats everything in its path to become stronger. It grows so big that it wraps itself around the whole world and devours it, and in the end bites its own tail. It is in everything, and everything will end up inside it. Okay, that seems bad. So you're doing this quest line where you're just trying to fight all of these scary creatures. And here's an Ouroboros. If you don't know what that is, you need to read more books. Yeah, this looks really cool. I'm looking forward to looking into how to play this game and how quest rewards work, but cutting up monsters to use their body parts as new gear is I mean, that's kind of appealing. Venom Forge, okay, that's a thing, apparently. Here we have a Hydra. Has too few heads. And this is a Relcull. Okay, that's a thing. Here's some cards with gear on them. This is... Oh, hold on. That's a sword. It looks a bit big for anyone to actually handle. Some counters. Oop, come on. There you go. And do not eat the candy. Then pop this open. Really good packaging here. I'm not sure how well this is going to go for storage, because these models are huge. So if you order, a foam insert from Feldhar or something, you're just going to have... It'll take up an entire room in the end, and that's a problem. But it's going to arrive safely, so that's important. They're not stuck at the bottom. Okay, cool. So here is our Hydra. Come on. You can do it. Yeah. That's not a bad little thing. I like that. Cool. And here we have the Relcull. Some sort of serpent. Unless I messed that up. I don't think I did. No, it's a Relcull. Okay, cool. Like the maw. This looks terrifying. Quality of the models looks very solid. I appreciate that. And we have another box, which is also taped in. Can't be too careful with pirates, I suppose. Has some tiny cards, some medium cards. Here's a vest or something. And some bigger cards, which is like maneuvers and stuff. Yeah, come on. There you go. So that's the Venom expansion. We're going to pop the next one open and see what it contains as well. Next, we are looking at the Mount Havoc expansion. That is a gun. Someone is compensating. And I think this one does not only have monsters, unless that's a monster. I mean, it's a monster gun, certainly. That's important. Oh, I like a shoulder pad. I don't know if you caught that. Let's have a look again. That shoulder pad used to be someone's hand. So, it has our little book, which has a bunch of stuff in it. Okay, interesting. Cool. Helrun, the heavy gun. Oh, okay, well, I mean, that tracks. Kara, the dual blade. I mean, this is very Monster Hunter World. I haven't played Monster Hunter World. It's only sort of cultural osmosis at this point, but I mean, this is Monster Hunter World-ish, right? It has to be. It's very pretty. I applaud the decisions made. Here are our counters that need to be popped. Here are some more. Oh, there are more forges. Okay, so this is a fire forge. We had a venom forge in the last one. Ice forge. There's a whole bunch of these, so that's going to be a thing. Here we have our sort of dashboard thing. Not sure why they would do this. I'm going to probably laminate these, but that's just me. Here we have our stack of cards. Very neat, very lovely. Some more candy that is not for eating. Some more medium-sized cards. This is another base armor, level 1. Okay. And some more piercing dash. Okay, fair enough. And finally, there are some models. I mean, compared to the thing in the Venom box, these are tiny. So, not super sold on how small they actually are. These are not 32s. These are barely 28s, I think. But that's fine. We're here for the monsters. We don't need our heroes to be big and scary. And we're gonna go to ice next. It is very warm today, so the ice expansion looks refreshing but terrifying. The backs of these boxes have no sort of flavor text or anything like that. It only has like a very pretty piece of art, which is that's a choice, right? I mean, this is pretty. That works. I'm certain that people will get into that. Here we have our ice expansion. Much like the Venom one, it has a content, some new rules. Here's some more monsters, a Circage and a Mamurak. Okay, cool. And then we have our campaign book for it. In the darkness of a cave, for just a moment I thought I saw a light. A slender hand held it aloft, and its fate flickered feebly. In that light, there was suffering, there was injustice, there was all that remained of humanity. Okay, so it's called Vintrar. That's where this takes place. It's over here, which is, of course, Norse for winter. And it has all these scary little monsters, and then the pretty little art, and quest expansion, rewards. Okay, yeah, cool. Here we have an ice forge. Different levels of an ice forge. Here we have our Circage. I guess that's how that's pronounced. Looks very furry. And our Mamurak. Oh, okay. Mamurak it is. Here we have some sort of frost blade. Yet another sword. Here we have some tokens, although 2 of them have fallen out of their little cradle. No damage done, luckily. I mean, with packing like this, it's not going to be damaged, let's be honest. That would be absurd. Let's just slice this open. Much like these monsters want to slash your belly open, I am going to assume. So, we will have our Circage. Looks furry and scary and lovely. And we have our Mamurak. Oh, big chunky boy with big horns on and icicles hanging down the tail. Looks very cold. And then we have some more cards, because of course we do. So, let's see. We have our medium cards, or our bigger cards. These are attacks, I'm guessing, of some description. And we have our small cards, and we have our medium cards. This is a frost armor, which makes sense, considering the terrain. Next, we are going to, we're going to go pink. Feather expansion. And it's pretty. It's pink. That's lovely. And on the back, there's a person wearing a bird thing, which is fair. That's what people need. In these trying times, wear a bird. We're gonna get into this. I mean, I like the way that they've structured these expansions. It has a very cohesive theme. We have your expansion. You have your you know what to expect when you open one of these, which is nice. It's not like a big surprise that, oh, this was different. Okay. Campaign book. 1,000 voices of men and monsters as one in the darkness. They shout their anger filled with desire, overflowing with ferocity. It is you I seek. Can you see me? Do you trust me? And we are now in Nizmagara, I guess? Maraga, my bad, sorry. Okay, someone is being dramatic. And fancy. So here's our campaign setup, and and here is our bird-helmeted companion. Very lovely. Okie dokie. It has a feather forge, makes sense, and we have our Paziz, very, very dramatic, and our Nagarijas. Okay, fair. Only 2 tokens. These are 2 tiny little trees, or ferns, or something. Come on, you can do this. There you are. And we have a wind blade. There's a bunch of swords in here. It's not bad. Some more candy, which is not for consumption. I mean, I very much doubt any of these models will have the ability to be damaged. Let's put it that way. I think these will be fine. So, yeah. Very drama. Look at that. Look at the pop on that thing. That's a collar. You pop it. This is what you get. And oh, this had a plastic collar to hold the tail in position. That's smart, because that's likely to bend if the box takes a hit otherwise. But it just comes off, so it's fine. That's very nice. Very feathery. Okay, we're going Nightmare next, and then we only have the terrain to go. Now, Nightmares come in all shapes and sizes. In this game, a Nightmare looks like this, which is, you know, fair enough. And the art is fire and tormentous. So we're gonna have a gander at that. So what I'll do is that I'll post this clip, and then when I get the base game, we'll do another unboxing just to sort of look at how that game presents itself. Here we have our Nightmare expansion book with our scary creatures and variant rules, expedition modes, monsters, okie dokie. That's fair. And the campaign book, which reads what? It is said that in Theria's darkest night, even the monsters are burdened with terrible nightmares that torment them, making them even more aggressive and feral and leaving a trail of blood beneath their eyes. Okay, so it apparently involves all of this. That's reassuring. And the wreckage of the airship, the underground flower. I mean, it has a bunch of lovely text, flavor text, not just, here's some rules, go. But these are all monster fights. I think that will be a welcome distraction from hunting goblins. Here, okay. This is a Tarrasque. Fair. This is a Sakath, which you can tell, obviously, by the blue color. This is a Sakath-lith, which is the same, but purple. And a Xiceros. Sure. I mean, that's clearly a Nightmare. Okay, so this has 3 models in it. Card box doesn't have a top, but it has all of the required cards. Here's our flaming pendant. I'm guessing you can harvest that from somewhere. Since there are 3 monsters in this box, the structure is slightly different. So here are Nightmare counters, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Lots of lovely cards in here. Primordial blood, because normal blood is just not gonna cut it. Let's be fair. Okay, and then we're gonna have to pop this open. Have a look at these scary things. So I'm not very fond of one model being 2 creatures, depending on if you paint it blue or purple, because the completionist in me then wants to get 2 models. But yeah, okay. This is a scary fiery dragon turtle Tarrasque thing. That looks very, very handsome. Here is our Xiceros. I'm butchering that name, obviously. Also, good teeth, good jaw. Okay, very dino, like that. And our purple and blue. Oh, looks like bunny ears, but they're clearly not bunny ears. Yeah, I love the detail on the sculpts here. I wasn't too fond of the heroes, but the monsters are top tier for sure. Then we're going to go to terrain, and that'll be it. The final part of our haul is a terrain box, which, unlike all the other boxes, features the contents in the rear. So this replaces the little paper tokens, I'm going to assume, so that if you have these, you don't need that stuff, which is nice. I like that sort of terrain setup where it becomes a bit more immersive. Doesn't have any rule inserts, none of the cards, nothing like that. This is just lovely pieces of rock and plants and things. Come on. Oh, there you go. There we go. Now, this rock has a suspicious flat round surface on the top. I wonder if that is so that you can scale it and shoot at people from it. I would guess so. Then we have little lovely plants. I'm guessing these are lovely plants. These they have teeth, so that's a plant with teeth. It's certainly a choice to grow that in your garden. Here are some more lovely flora. Slightly bigger shrubbery. I wonder if you can hide in these and not get eaten by the scary monsters. This definitely does not look safe to have in your window. And rocks. You know, just solid rocks. I can't speak for this game, obviously, since I don't actually have the game. I only have the storage for it. The expansions are very, very well packed. I'm doubting anyone will get a lot of broken models through this. I'm very much looking forward to the base game to see what that's like. And I've never asked anyone to subscribe to this channel before. I don't think you should now. But if you want to catch the second part with the base game whenever it turns up, then you probably need to, because the algorithm is not going to suggest it to you. But that's it. Thank you all for watching, and bye.